Good day, everybody. This is Asiaverse. Welcome back to my channel once again, and I'm here to take you into the future. I sincerely apologize for such a massive delay in sharing this video since I've been really busy, and I realized that it's been almost, well, not almost, but it's been 10 days since the Next Earth official live stream that they delivered some news within their organization and everything. Um, Unfortunately, I do not either have too much time to cover all the topics that Gabor and David Taylor covered in that video, but I think I'm going to jump to a quick conclusion and also just iterate some of the main points that they shared within the live. Preferably that many people were upset about them not releasing the staking functions or features in a timely order, because initially they mentioned that staking an NXTT is going to happen during the beginning of June, but it's already June 20th now and it's nowhere to be seen. So a few of these things are due to the fact that their partner code clusters didn't or couldn't deliver. So the core team had to literally cut ties with these entities or companies and move forward with what's really worth moving forward to, and also focus on the more key aspects of the platform at the moment, as in such as platform as a service, and also I believe also to ramp up user experience as a whole. Nevertheless, I'll play a little bit of the video quickly so that you can get a better idea of what went on. Bear in mind, this was last week in Thursday. Okay, this was almost 8 days ago. I believe they didn't hold a live stream or share this past Thursday. So this was approximately 10 days ago. And once again, I just mentioned that I sincerely apologize that I couldn't share earlier because I've been extremely busy with work and everything. So I really wanted to share this a little bit earlier, but I was just so tied up with so many different things. So hence, that's why I'm doing this right now. So let's just play the video a little bit. And as I said, unfortunately, I won't go into every single detail, as in once again, this video is in English. Okay, their live stream is in English, so you can go ahead and actually literally, yeah, go ahead with your own view and pleasure. And also, por español, por français, für Deutsch, you can go and literally click ici, click aquí, yeah, like right click here. Okay, if you don't understand English, that is. Okay, I'm gonna repeat once again, répéter. Okay, click aquí ou click ici ou click for Deutsch, click here. I know I don't really fare that well in the other European languages, but due to the fact that before there were some Spanish-speaking audiences who prompted or who uh, mentioned the fact that he or she wanted to understand the contents of the video, but it's in English. So I'm telling you, folks, okay, uh, right now that por langage or para idiomas, okay, closed captions, click here, and you can auto translate into different languages, okay. Um, ici français, okay, French, and Deutsch, and yeah, um, Español, Spanish, Español, okay, all right. So if you want to idiomas, long, okay, different languages, Sprache, okay, just choose, and you get there's even Russian and everything, okay. So without further ado, I'm going to play the video a little bit so that you can get a better idea of what's going on with the Next Earth platform updates.
Just don't sugarcoat it. We have a lot to talk about. Yeah, did you tell the community what we're gonna have after this, or that's also secret? Also secret. Okay, we are full of secrets today, seems like. Alright, so we have to be speedy. So we don't take our usual hour. We'll take between around 40 to 45 minutes maximum, so the optimum. So, let's start it. So we're going to be discussing the new roadmap. You have to know that the new roadmap, with our new structure, and with everything that you heard about last week, it's called an over-delivery roadmap. The reason for that is
It was
is
about
that
time.
the deadlines we are setting for the different milestones are set in a way that we know that we will be able to complete this minimum.
Okay, the reason why I paused the video just now is the fact that as can see with the the live that's been shared. Okay, that's over here as can be seen. The updated roadmap, I believe, is over here. Okay, this one. All right. So third quarter 2022, the core platform, the wallet authentication login, app UX, okay, user interface, user experience upgrade, marketplace improvements. Okay, and with also third quarter of 2022, land features upgrade, unit generation, land merge and split, land description, and probably still coming in the third quarter is NXTT staking, Launchpad 2, and first Launchpad project. And then lastly, and not the least, PaaS, platform as a service, dynamic NFT box game features, mineral mining. Okay. As far as I could tell, mineral mining is quite a killer feature for the next Earth Metaverse platform. So those of you interested who can watch more into the video after a while. Gabor and David Taylor both talk about this at a slightly later stage in the video.
But in an optimal way, even for different milestone deadlines. Okay, so from now on, we're talking about an over-delivery roadmap.
Just before you continue, that's basically what's one of the first benefits of us having completely full control over development. Now we can set our targets, our deadlines, and we can actually have the control.
Finally, it's so freaking good to work this way. Oh my god, yeah. Amazing, amazing. Okay, so today's agenda, I'm going to be just running through the roadmap itself in an order of time. Yeah. And then afterwards, we're going to discuss the roadmap itself and its structure. So it's easily understandable. And then at the end, David's going to finish it off the short part with the structure, just repeating so you guys will hear the roadmap basically 3 times. Let's jump into the middle of it.
It sticks.
By the end of June, we're going to have our Launchpad 2.0. And in August, we're going to have our first Launchpad project there. Yeah. By the end of July, we're going to have the wallet authentication. By the end of August, we're going to have a new app, UX UI, with the marketplace. Yeah. We're going to have the unit generation on the lands, which is basically the first part of the staking. Then we're also going to have the land merge and split function, which all of you have been waiting for so much. By end of September comes the platform as a service, the API suite, and all of those stuff. The dynamic NFTs, later on those, and mineral mining. And by the end of October, the second part of the staking, the stake reward allocation, will begin. Obviously,
that was a really quick time.
Yeah, that was a really quick time, yeah. Obviously, there is much more to these, but what we have decided is to give you the most important milestones that we know that you are asking the most, the strategically important milestones, and the biggest volume development milestones. Obviously, we will deliver loads of things in between, but we didn't want to just, kind of overpromise like we do this, and all of these. We wanted to give you a clear perspective of what's going to happen. And next to that, remember, over-delivery roadmap. Other things are also going to happen, but we had to make sure that it's easily understandable and we are able to deliver these on time.
Yeah, also professionally speaking, from a product development perspective, there are basically two kinds of developments that you can do. One is what's called an incremental improvement, which is like improving this or that by 10%. And then there are the radical improvements that are basically like giving 10x results. And we are focusing in this life, we are focusing on the radical improvements, the 10x results that are actually going to change the game for all of you guys and for all of us. And in the meantime, there is obviously like a huge backlog of items, of incremental improvements that we're doing.
Especially because we want to take that giant monolith apart that we have received from our previous partners. By the way, many of you, I'm pretty sure they're going to mention that staking is not even going to be finished by the end of the summer, even though it was promised on June. That sounds very bad, and neither of us like it, believe us, guys.
We're not very happy
but,
about it.
Obviously, it had to be restarted by us because I can't really put it another way. CodeCluster fucked up with it. And that is one of the reasons why we terminated the contract with them and moved on to have a more decentralized and more diversified portfolio of IT companies doing our developments. Obviously, and having the full control because nobody's begging the dog.
Nice, you're getting into
okay, I'm getting begging the dog. I'm going to use that every time. Okay, so let's jump into the second part.
Yeah.
Because this was in timeline. But we want you to understand finally what Nexters is about, what the core business is about. And we wanted to reflect this in the roadmap itself. So we basically divided the different type of tasks and milestones into 4 different groups. Let's put it that way. The first one is the platform. The second one is the land. The third one is the NXTT, and the fourth one is the PaaS.
Yeah.
The platform itself,
that's how you build
is Nexters. The metaverse itself, Nexters. The land and NXTT is basically the 2 major products, the 2 basic core products the platform has so far. So we can say that the platform, the land, and NXTT is the core, and the PaaS is basically the development, is basically the part that lets us focus on our core business, but also invites all other businesses to be able to use our platform. So this way we can basically expand our services without dropping our focus, like we did so far. So I think now you can understand that platform, land, and NXTT will be the main focus. That is the core part of Nexters. And then the PaaS will be the accelerator part that is determined to kind of boost us out into space, to the moon, Mars, and then, wherever it can go. All right, so let's jump into it. So platform, land, NXTT, and PaaS. Let's start with the core, right?
Yeah. Alright folks, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm not going to go through the entire video because it could be a little bit time consuming. The entire thing is 37 minutes. And if I go and mention or explain many of the points, this video will be terribly long. So I just wanted to summarize. They ended the collaboration or cooperation, if you will, with CodeClusters because they couldn't deliver the staking. So Gabor wanted to put the focus of NextEarth back to its platform as a service platform. Therefore, he wanted to aggregate all his resources on this. And David Taylor over here, on the other hand, is restructuring the IT department, etc., etc. So hopefully things will still come together in due course and reach fruition eventually. Also, he tries to remind people to not lose focus on the platform itself, as in it is still advised to I gotta say the market is really not in a very good state right now, as we can all see. Bitcoin is at 19,478, and Ethereum is just hovering above $1,000 right now. So the whole market has tanked quite a lot. And we go back to CoinGecko to have a look at the NXTT pricing. Right now, NXTT is at 0.0025. Didn't drop too much, let's say, in my opinion. It was hovering around 0.003 last week. Now it's down to 0.0025. So, in my opinion, it's still an okay. It's still sort of holding steadily. Okay, it didn't experience a major drop, so to speak. Right. So, I believe I would still advise, if you could, or if you have the budget to go for it, to still go ahead and snap up some virtual land out there on the Next Earth Metaverse platform, because as I've mentioned many, a couple dozen times, no more than 10 times now, land on Next Earth is still very, very cheap compared to the two other flagship metaverse platforms out there. One tile is 1.12 USDT, and that's in total 10.09. Of course, the more popular regions or countries or cities in the world are very much occupied or bought up already, but comparatively speaking, I believe Next Earth is still very much cheaper if you really want to do a thorough comparison. I usually refer to my comparisons next to Decentraland and Sandbox, because I think both of them are the flagship companies when it comes to the metaverse. But I think, in my opinion, Next Earth is quite a platform that ignites or triggers nostalgia, and something for each of us to live by, because it's an exact replica of the Earth that we live in, as it has promptly stated over here, the first true land ownership platform in the metaverse. Yeah, the first true land ownership platform in the metaverse, and it's a one-to-one recreation of the Mother Planet or Mother Earth that we live in. All right. Okay, as I just mentioned, I won't go through the entire video once again. The video is in English. Okay, I'm just here to sort of do a summary about it, and those interested, I'll include the link of this live share, which was done about 10 days ago, in my description box, so you can come here and check it out. I know I didn't share a whole lot, but once again, if I go through the entire video, this video will be extremely long, and still have a pretty long day ahead of me tomorrow, so I apologize for not sharing more. One thing extra though, in the description box down below, please, okay, I urge you, please make use of this registration link to buy land on the Next Earth Metaverse platform. If you use this link to register, you will be entitled to a 5% discount on all land purchases on the Next Earth Metaverse platform. So you're only doing yourself good rather than bad by using this link. Also, something interesting, I thought this is worth mentioning for now anyway. David Taylor realized that on the Next Earth Metaverse platform, the process or the steps to buy virtual land is a little bit too tedious. So they are thinking in redesigning the entire user interface and the entire user interface and process, in order to make it a little bit more streamlined compared to what it is now. So I believe we can all stay tuned for what's happening soon. The redesign of the website, or the redesign of the flow of purchasing virtual land, and I think everybody will have a pretty good time when that time comes. Right. Okay. Now, as usual, if you like my videos, please support me by hitting a like and subscribe to my channel for all or latest updates on the metaverse, on the Next Earth Metaverse platform, or progresses regard, and also most importantly, perhaps updates regarding Launchpad and Launchpool project on the Bybit crypto exchange. And one more time, please, folks, brace yourself because the market is pretty low right now. Okay, so do not go and do anything unnecessary, or do not go and engage in trading activities that may render you a big loss or whatever. I do not believe that this is the lowest for Bitcoin. It may, tank even more. Also, Ethereum, it just hit something like in the 800s in the past couple of days. It might just sink again. So please beware of any operations and don't go beyond what you cannot afford. Right. So that's pretty much the sharing for today. This is Asianverse. I'm here to take you into the future. I'll try to be more more timely when it comes to these video sharings, but unfortunately I was just really too busy in the past week, so I had to delay it until today. I apologize for any inconvenience caused, or if you were expecting an update, I could only deliver now. Right. As I mentioned, I'll include the link to this video stream in the description box, so you can come back and have a look at it. So until next time then, thank you very much watching. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.